Oh, hey, Merry Christmas. Hey, it's Captain Charlie, and I'm going to tell you, everybody out there for Christmas is always trying to figure out what to get their angler that they have in their family for Christmas. Well, I am going to help you out so much today with your gifts. First off, we're right here. We've got a load of tackle boxes. Everybody remembers the old tackle boxes were plastic and really hard to open. Now, these tackle systems that they have out are unbelievable, and you can fit everything you want inside of them, from just lures to terminal tackle, all the way down to your raincoats, and they even a lot of times hold maps and different things like GPSs for you kayakers. Now, I'll tell you, remember, you can fill all of these up yourself with terminal tackle, or let your favorite angler get that at one of the outdoor stores by getting them a gift certificate. That'd be a good way to start. Now, when it comes to terminal tackle, or just the tackle that your angler is looking for, if you're looking to go out and buy a small tackle box or one of the bigger tackle boxes and fill it up with some choice baits, I'm going to give you the best baits that you can give them for certain times of the year, where really the angler can go out and with these baits, they can catch, fish year round, but it kind of gives them a little bit of an advantage because it's the baits that I use tried and true every day while I'm fishing out on the water. One of my selections that I catch numerous fish on, very nice fish, and it produces year round, is the Brown's Fat Boy. It's a funny name, but what it is, it's a bait that actually produces fish all year long, an easy bait for an angler to use. It's not something really hard, that when they throw it out, all they got to do is throw it out, really slow twitches with a couple of times reeling in, couple slow twitches, couple times reeling in. The Paul Brown's Fat Boy, you get hot pink, you want a clear one with chartreuse, it's got a little gold flake in it for our inland waters, and then my favorite out of all of them is the purple with the chartreuse bottom. This bait, you can go on my YouTube channel and see, this bait catches fish all the time. Now, we're going to go to another style of soft style plastics, which is the basic that you stick, that most anglers are going to know how to use. It's very easy to use them, and they have so many different colors that anglers kind of sit there and go, man, what should I buy? What colors? I know he likes, black, or I know she likes pink when she's using them. I'm going to tell you right now, the easiest way to remember this is this. On dark days or dark water, meaning dirty water, you want to use a dark lure. On the other hand, if it's a light day, meaning really clear, bright day, or the water's really clear, you want to use a light lure or a clear lure. Well, here in Southeast Louisiana and along the Gulf Coast, we primarily have clean water unless you're fishing down in Venice where the water gets dirty. I'm going to tell you right now, tried and true H&H Beetles, and these are the two colors that I use a lot. And what it is, this is just more or less, this is the Sparkle Beetle, which is, they call it chartreuse glitter, and it has a little bit of silver and glitter in it, and this bait works really good in clear water conditions, just on like a 1/4 ounce jig head, under a cork, or retrieving it works awesome. But this bait mimics a lot of the different species of bait that's in the water, so it works really well. The silhouette it puts off is awesome, and this bait just looks just like a shrimp. The other one that I use a lot of times in dirty water is this Glow. It's called Chicken on a Chain. It's Glow. It has a little avocado with red flake with the chartreuse tails on it. This bait right here, hands down, is one of my favorites. I use it all the time and all different types of lures, but that Chicken on a Chain, as funny as it sounds, it is a great color to use along our Gulf Coast here. When fishing gets really tough, or you're fishing for redfish almost exclusively, I love using Gulp Alive. This bait here, it's got a mixture of a additive liquid that's in here that is actually impermeated into the bait, and the bait actually allows this scent to go out all the time as you're using it throughout the entire day. They're very durable, and the color I use here is, this one's called New Penny. Great color for our waters here along the Gulf Coast. The 3-inch shrimp is the best shrimp that you can use because it mimics a lot of the size of the shrimp that we have in the interior marshes. If you were fishing somewhere where they had larger shrimp outside, you could use the 4-inch, which is bigger. But our area, you want to use the 3-inch Gulp. You can get it in the New Penny size, and this bait, you can throw it out and just let it sit on the bottom. The redfish smell it, and they come and find it, and they eat it just that way. We call that dead sticking, and I promise you, that's a great way to fish, especially for the anglers that fish off the bank. This is an excellent bait for that because it allows you to catch drum, redfish, speckled trout, and flounder all on one bait, where you don't have to change as much when you're fishing off the bank. Really helps you out a lot. Now, another thing is all of these different shrimp style baits. You see them all over the place. This is by H2O Express. This is a Mojo shrimp. Again, it's in a 3-inch size. There's other ones out there called Voodoo shrimp, which look very similar to this. All of those work really well. And again, because this is the size and the forage that we have in the water on the interior marshes. Shrimp are everywhere, so you want to mimic that a lot. So if you go to the store and you're looking for stocking stuffers, these are great things to use all year round for your angler to have. So you drop it in that stocking, make sure you get some Voodoo shrimp, Mojo shrimp, some gulps. Hey, couple of packs of these H&H sparkle beetles will work really well, and a couple of the hard baits like these top waters, which are by MirrOlure. Some are really loud, some are really soft sounding. These are the ones that I use. This is a she-dog top water bait, really good for springtime fishing and fall. And guess what? We've had such a warm winter, I still feel it's fall. I'm catching fish on top water still to today, and this is right before Christmas. But the different colors that you use really go by what the watercolor is again. And always remember, overcast skies, that's dark, you want to use a darker style, a little bit less noise, because the fish get a little finicky in that. Whereas if it's really bright outside and it warms up really good, use a really loud bait. They call this a she-dog, and I always tell my wife it's because women are really loud, and the same thing as this, and it catches fish. That's what they say. But I'm just going to tell you, those are two good baits to use. And last is called the Miradyne. It's a revolutionary bait that has come into the market a couple years back, and this bait by MirrOlure has really changed the style of fishing throughout the entire year. You pick one of these up, you put this in the stocking, I promise you what's going to happen is you're going to get more food on the table, you're going to catch bigger fish, and guess what? Ice chest, you'll have to buy a bigger ice chest too, because they'll catch more fish with this. This is probably one of my favorite baits. If any anglers follow me out there, I can tell you, I use these a ton. And the reason why, it just produces. It catches a lot of fish. And if you're looking for something that might be unique for the angler that these right here, these Miradyne XLs, without a doubt, will catch more fish. And what it'll do for them is it'll make it to where they get a little bit more success rate and confidence out on the water. So really tried and true baits that'll work all year long for your angler this Christmas.